Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Wednesday, April 5th, 2023. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. All right, I think I have this cold kicked. Had some homemade chicken noodle soup brought to me yesterday, and now I am feeling probably about 95%. I do need to run up to the Bay Sox and pick up 300 tickets to give away this summer, so stay tuned for that. Anyhow, enough of that. Let's get into today's news, shall we? If you missed it yesterday, Governor Hogan's former chief of staff, Roy McGrath, died in what appears to be a shootout with the FBI in Knoxville, Tennessee. Again, you want to head to the Baltimore Banner. They really do have a lot of good pieces on this very, very strange case. Not much of an update from the Annapolis Police Department, but the man who was hit on Monday morning on Bay Ridge Road is still listed in critical condition. We still don't have any details surrounding the crash other than the man was crossing to head toward the McDonald's. There is not a crosswalk there. But we do have some details on a rash of break-ins to vehicles. Between the evening of April 2nd and the morning of April 4th, the Annapolis Police reported 12 separate car break-ins in generally the same area of town. Ritchie Court, Ritchie Lane, Gentry Court, Constitution Avenue, and Virginia Street all got hit. Some had belongings taken and others were just rummaged through. Some were unlocked, others were locked. Two of the locations did capture some video, and the suspect does look similar in both, so the police are looking for them now. But seriously, lock up those cars and make sure the valuables are out of sight. Big news out of D.C. IMP is ready to open their latest club called the Atlantis, and it is a replica of the original 930 Club. It's located just behind the current 930 Club, and the small venue, it only seats about 450 people, is scheduled to open on May 30th with the Foo Fighters. And to celebrate their 44 years in business, they are going to be offering an inaugural slate of 44 incredible artists, and each ticket is going to be $44. I have a feeling this will be epic. Probably surpass the Anthem's opening, just a guess, but it's going to be a great couple months. Luminous AAMC has ended the masking requirements at the hospital and all related facilities. Of course, patients, staff, and visitors can all still wear them if they want to, but the mandate is gone after 3 years. Of note, despite the new policy, patients who do want their care team to mask up can ask, and the team will then mask up. Boy, those Rotarians, they're always doing some great stuff. The Rotary of Annapolis recently held their annual Black Tie and Diamonds Gala, and each year they do select a local nonprofit to benefit. This year they selected the Annapolis Police Foundation, and they recently presented them a check for, get this, $40,000, which is huge to the foundation. All right, that is a wrap on the news. Up this Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, it is crunch time for me and my editing, but we're going to hear from Taylor Piles and the Blue Ribbon Project. And next week, we're going to hear from Mike Carter with Annapolis Tours and Crawls. All right, let's put this puppy to bed with a quick thank you to you and also to our sponsors for the Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Solar Energy Services, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and the Maryland Higher Education Commission. So now you just need to hang tight because George Young from DC MDVA Weather is standing by with the only locally forecast weather report you will find. And I ran into Bridget, or BeeprBuzz, at the Wing Fest on Saturday, and I wasn't really sure she ever existed, but there she was, and she is real. Hey, and she's also here with all of your music news in Annapolis After Dark. All that coming up in just a bit, so hang tight.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
When you live near Annapolis, you know how fickle the weather can be. So you need a truly local forecast that's accurate and reliable. Forecast right here in Annapolis. DCMDVA weather is not just for today, but for the rest of the week and the weekend too. Now here's George Young of DCMDVA weather with the weather outlook for today and beyond.
Hey everyone, this is George with DCMDVA Weather, and this is your Eye on Annapolis forecast for Wednesday, April 5th. Yesterday was amazing out across the Annapolis region, and today should be equally as nice, ahead of some Thursday rain before skies clear again, with very nice weather expected for Easter Sunday. Look for sunny skies again today, with highs in the upper 70s to lower 80s across Anne Arundel County, with slightly breezy winds out of the south, with temps likely in the low to mid 80s for most in the region Thursday, with a likelihood of some rain showers and thunderstorms, primarily in the PM hours, with sunshine then returning Friday with cooler highs in the low to mid 60s, with more mixed skies Saturday to get the weekend started with temps around 60 degrees, ahead of a sunny and pleasant Easter Sunday with highs in the low to mid 60s. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young of DCMDVA Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And don't forget, follow DCMDVA Weather on Facebook and Twitter for regular updates each day, along with the website at dcmdvaweather.info, so you can always stay weather informed.
Did you get close to completing your college degree but dropped out during the COVID pandemic? Well, as a near completer, you may be eligible to receive money from the Maryland Higher Education Commission to finish your degree. Again, if you started your degree but for whatever reason never finished it, the Maryland Higher Education Commission has money to help you return to college and finish what you started. Go to mhec.maryland.gov and click on the Near Completer grant to learn more.
The music scene in Anne Arundel County is popping, and sometimes it's hard to sort through it all. From blues to pop, from funk to ska, BeeprBuzz has it all covered for you in this week's Annapolis After Dark.
Good morning, Annapolis. BeeprBuzz here with your Annapolis After Dark weekend music highlights for Wednesday, April 5th through Sunday, April 9th. Go to the socials for Annapolis Streaming and BeeprBuzz, and also both websites for the full schedule. We update the event and all websites with changes and cancellations, so you know before you go. AnnapolisStreaming.com and BeeprBuzz.com. Live music for today, Wednesday. Hurricane Kevin is back up at Firm Brewing in Crofton with his Cinco de April open mic. And just down the road, Beer Pong Wednesdays with DJ Sick Turtle at the Green Turtle in Wall Chapel. Larry Lay is back on the keys at Brian Brew with a happy hour that goes as long as he does. In Annapolis, Nate Finn will be at Middleton Tavern. And the Highland Brothers, one of my favorites, are at Dark Horse. Thursday, Get to the Point for Dan Huss. Sparks and McCoy will be at the Graduate Hotel in the Trophy Room. Dan Healy will be solo at Reynolds Tavern. Chris Button is back at Mimo's Bar and Grill out on Harry S. Truman Parkway. Moran Trip Band will be at River Bay Roadhouse in the Cape. Moonstone will be at Bare Bones in Ellicott City. In Pasadena, Lauren and Rusty Duo will be at Anthony's. Weekend music. Friday music. Start with happy hour at Blackwall Hitch with Dana B. and stay for Michael McHenry Tribe. Richard Hayward will be at Killarney House in Davidsonville. Brody Keene will be at the office up in Pasadena. The Loose Cannons will be at Brian Brew in Severna Park. Mike Sharp will be at the White Oak Tavern in Ellicott City. Feel Good Friday at the Green Turtle in Gambrels with Timmy Metz Band. Up in Pasadena, the Dan Healy Band, full band with Christian Pruitt on the drums, will be at the Rumoreel. DJ Dirty Panda will be taking you to the moon and back at Dock Street. Middleton Tavern will have Noel and Jeff Band downstairs and Michael Wolcott in the piano bar upstairs. Moran Trip Band will be at Annapolis Smokehouse. And end the night with Tommy McGee Band at Stan and Joe's on West Street. Saturday, Music in Market Space returns this weekend with Mike Sharp singing in front of Federal House on Saturday afternoon. Lauren and Rusty Duo will be at Brian Brew in Severna Park. Michael McHenry Tribe will be at Dark Horse. All You Need Band with Nate Finn will be at Firm Brewing in Crofton. DJ Veritas will be at O'Brien's, and I hope you've been watching my post on BeeprBuzz about his wing sauces. He's a DJ by night and a wing sauce maker by day, going under the name of Naptown Saucery. This week, grab wings only at West End Grill with his sauce of the week as a special. Honey Mango Habanero. Let me tell you, it's good. Grab it before it runs out because it does go quickly. Up in Millersville, Jesse Brazel will be at Gina's Cantina. Major Company will be at Rams Head Roadhouse in Crownsville. Shift Work will be at Middleton Tavern. The Millers Brothers will be at Sullivan's Cove in Severna Park. 24 Carat will be at Henry Max in Glen Burnie. And end the night with the Leftovers, which are now also on Instagram at Stan and Joe's on West Street. Sunday Fun Day and also Easter Sunday. Start with morning music at Bread and Butter Kitchen in Eastport with Josette and Bill. Then head over to Market Space for an Easter egg hunt and music by Ryan Cozell. If you head over to the Eastern Shore, Wheelhouse Rock Band will be at the Jetty. All You Need Band with Nate Finn will be at Dark Horse in Annapolis. And end the night at Stan and Joe's on West Street with Rhythm and Screaming, which is Arthur Ricos. Remember, these are just the highlights. Find the full schedule of music for all of Annapolis and the surrounding areas on the Annapolis Streaming Facebook event and on the websites AnnapolisStreaming.com and BeeprBuzz.com, spelled BeeprBuzz. Add the websites to the homepage of your cell phone to make them an app. Then it's just 2 clicks to the music anytime. I'll see you out there.
Hello, energy consumers. This is Rick Peters, president of Solar Energy Services. Have you been looking for ways to save money recently? Maybe you should consider solar energy for your home. Or are you waiting for the technology to get cheaper? If so, how long are you going to wait? Today's solar costs less than 20% of what it cost 10 years ago. But while solar prices have declined every year, so have the financial incentives. Bottom line, if you wait for cheaper solar, you're also waiting for lower incentives. Take my home, for example. My solar system was installed in 2010, and it's been paid off for almost 5 years, and I no longer have to buy any electricity for another 15 to 20 years. If I waited for cheaper solar, I'd still be paying an electric bill. At Solar Energy Services, we have thousands of satisfied customers who are sure glad they didn't wait. So what are you waiting for? Sunshine's a wasted. Call us today for a free solar design at 410-923-6090 or on the web at solarsaves.net.
Sunshine, sunshine, nothing else can make me feel so fine.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.